Ahoy there, fellow travelers and sailing enthusiasts! If the hustle and bustle of daily life have you dreaming of tranquil escapes and open horizons, then you've dropped anchor in the right place. Today, we're setting our sails for the captivating Baltic Sea, a region where serenity meets adventure, and where the timeless rhythm of the sea provides the perfect backdrop for relaxation and discovery. We're here to embark on a calm Baltic escape, all while delving into the practical aspects of sailing in this magnificent region. This is exactly what our video, Baltic Sea Sailing Relax, is all about. But don't think for a moment that this will be all smooth sailing. In this video, we will not only be showing you the beauty of the Baltic, but we'll also be getting our hands dirty with some practical tips, including how to tackle the sometimes unpredictable weather that the Baltic is famous for. Get ready to explore some stunning anchorages, chart some scenic routes, and become a bit of a weather-savvy sailor. This is going to be both a relaxing and an enlightening voyage. So, you're considering sailing in the Baltic Sea? Excellent choice, my friend. You're about to discover a region of remarkable beauty and charm, quite different from the usual sailing hotspots. Here, you'll not find those crowded touristy resorts, but a quieter, more authentic experience. You'll be exploring ancient coastal towns, discovering secluded islands, and enjoying a level of peace and quiet that is increasingly rare in the modern world. Let's start by charting our course towards some of the most breathtaking and, more importantly, safest places to drop anchor. Forget the hustle of the typical tourist traps. I'm talking about tranquil bays with water so clear you can see the bottom, surrounded by lush green forests. It's almost like stepping into a fairy tale. Picture this. You wake up to the sound of birdsong and the gentle lapping of water against your hull, not to noisy traffic or bustling crowds. We'll be exploring anchorages like the beautiful harbor of Sandhamn, Sweden, a true sailing paradise, which is a popular hub but also has some stunning secluded spots and great seafood restaurants. We'll also be looking at that hidden gem of a bay near Tallinn in Estonia, where you can experience nature in its purest form, far away from the stress of the urban world. These aren't just places to park your sailboat, they're places to unwind, reconnect, and really appreciate the tranquility of nature. And for those of you who need a bit of the hustle and bustle, we'll also explore some of the best marinas in the region. We'll dive deep into the charming marinas of Bornholm in Denmark, a perfect blend of maritime tradition and modern amenities, and the historic port of Gdansk in Poland, where you can explore fascinating history, grab some delicious local fare, and stock up on all the supplies you might need for your journey. These marinas aren't just places to dock, they're destinations in themselves, hubs of culture, cuisine, and community. Now, while the anchorages and marinas are tempting, let's get serious about planning our adventure. I know it's irresistible to just hop on a boat and go, but to have a truly amazing experience, you need a little bit of planning, and that is where we come in. I've designed a sample 7-day itinerary that will provide an incredible taste of everything that the Baltic Sea has to offer. This isn't just a route, it's a journey carefully curated to balance sailing with land exploration and anchoring time. It's all about making the most of your time and enjoying the experience rather than just rushing from place to place. Let's start with day 1, where we could begin in the vibrant city of Stockholm, Sweden, and after taking on supplies, set sail for a nearby island within the Stockholm archipelago, a beautiful start to our sailing experience. We will be choosing an anchorage that is both beautiful, sheltered, and peaceful. Day 2, we can set our course towards the Åland Islands, an autonomous region of Finland that is known for its stunning natural beauty and the chance to experience a bit of Finnish culture. Here you can discover secluded spots, wander through forests, and enjoy the peace and quiet of the island. On day 3, let's head towards the Estonian coast, specifically to the historical city of Tallinn, for a beautiful medieval town, fantastic architecture, and a lively food scene. You can take the opportunity to explore the narrow, cobbled streets, visit the ancient churches, and discover the many local pubs and restaurants. On day 4, we'll set a course for Riga in Latvia, where you can experience the city vibes. The marina is right in the city center, and the city is full of culture with an array of fantastic restaurants and an active nightlife. On day 5, let's head towards the Lithuanian coast for a different flavor, with wide, sandy beaches, pine forests, and a laid-back atmosphere. Here, you can experience the Baltic coast at its finest. Then, on day 6, we'll start making our way back toward the Swedish archipelago for a final dose of beautiful anchorages. And finally, on day 7, we will be back in Stockholm where we started our adventure. Now remember, this is just a sample route, a starting point for your own adventure. The beauty of sailing is that you can adapt and adjust to your own taste. You can extend the trip to include some of the other gems of the region, such as Finland, Denmark, or the northern coasts of Poland. The distances between places are reasonable, allowing you the freedom to relax, explore at your own pace, and really enjoy the journey, not just the destinations. This isn't a race, it's an experience to be savored. Now, before you start dreaming of sun-drenched decks and turquoise waters, remember that this is the Baltic, and while beauty is everywhere, you also need to have sailing skills. We know that many of you are novice sailors, but you can enjoy the Baltic with a little knowledge. While we aim for you to have a relaxed experience, you need to have some essential skills to navigate this region safely and confidently. We are not testing you, but rather aiming for a relaxed and easygoing approach. So right now, we are going to mention some easy-to-understand techniques specifically relevant to sailing in the Baltic. It is important to know how to navigate in foggy conditions, which is common in the Baltic, and is not as easy as it seems. You need to master how to easily lower your sails when the wind picks up, a fundamental skill that is not only useful but essential for sailing safely and confidently. And finally, you need to master the navigation tools to navigate safely if visibility decreases, a key element of sailing in the Baltic. The idea is for you to feel comfortable and in control, and not stressed or anxious about the boat or your skills. Sailing should be relaxing and enjoyable, not stressful. It's about mastering the fundamentals and feeling confident in your knowledge. Of course, even the best-laid plans can hit a few bumps along the way, and a sailing trip is no different. We all make mistakes, but the key is to learn from them. So, let's discuss the most common mistakes people make when sailing in the Baltic Sea and how to avoid them. This isn't about scaremongering. It's about giving you the knowledge you need to have a smooth and enjoyable experience. First, we'll talk about tides and currents. The Baltic isn't known for high tides like other places in the world, but that doesn't mean there aren't any currents. When you're sailing through the narrow channels and numerous islands, there can be a big difference in the direction of the currents, which may not be apparent, so pay close attention to your charts. Second, we need to double-check the charts for shallow water. The Baltic is full of small islands and channels, and you may not realize that some of those areas can be very shallow. So always check your charts and proceed with caution. Next on our list is the dangers of fog, a frequent phenomenon in this area, which can quickly reduce visibility and create dangerous situations. Finally, be aware of shipping lanes, where large cargo ships pass and which are often difficult to see. Always avoid these busy areas when sailing. With knowledge and preparation, you can avoid these and other potential problems and ensure you have a much safer and more enjoyable sailing experience. And that brings us to our bonus section, the part of this video that is really helping you become a safer boater in the Baltic. How to overcome weather challenges in the Baltic Sea. This part of the video is very important because, let's be honest, the weather in the Baltic can be a bit unpredictable, to put it mildly. Even during the summer months, you may encounter strong winds, dense fog, sudden temperature changes, and the occasional shower. It's definitely not the same as sailing in the Mediterranean, so it's important to know how to deal with weather issues. We should use various weather apps and local forecasts to keep an eye on weather patterns. It's imperative that you interpret these patterns and make informed decisions based on the information available. It's not just about knowing the forecast, but understanding the conditions and how they can affect your trip. Before you set sail, check out how to efficiently reef your sails so you can adapt to changing wind conditions. These tips will not only ensure the safety of your boat, but will also make your experience much more comfortable. It's about working with the weather, not fighting it. You should have contingency planning, with alternative routes and safe harbors you can use if you need to seek shelter from bad weather, so you can make the best of a bad situation. And if for some reason the weather makes sailing impossible, you should have some land-based alternatives to entertain you, showcasing the beauty of the local areas so you can make the most of your trip. Remember, being prepared isn't just about safety. It's about making the most of your experience, no matter what the weather may throw at you. It's about learning to adapt, adjust, and enjoy the journey, not just the destination. So there you have it, my friends. A comprehensive mix of relaxation, adventure, practical sailing skills, and most importantly, a game plan on how to deal with the unpredictable weather of the Baltic Sea. Whether you're a seasoned sailor or a complete novice, this video has something for everyone. We We've covered everything from the best anchorages and marinas to planning a 7-day route to mastering some basic skills and a detailed plan on how to handle the challenging weather of this area. This isn't just a vacation, it's a journey of discovery, an opportunity to unwind, and a chance to connect with nature. We truly believe that if you want to discover amazing coastal towns, experience nature, and truly relax, the Baltic Sea is the place for you. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment below, and give us a like. Don't forget to add this video to your Sailing Adventures playlist, where we have other videos about many different destinations that you might find useful. We have more exciting destinations to explore and a ton of knowledge to share, and we will be uploading new content regularly. And talking of new content, in our next video, we'll be switching gears and heading to the tropics, to the warm waters of French Polynesia. Get ready for French Polynesia epic sailing adventure. Yes, that's right, from the cool waters of the Baltic to the warm beaches of the South Pacific. It's going to be another amazing adventure, and we can't wait to have you sailing with us. Join us next time, and until then, may your winds be fair and your seas calm.